Good morning. Welcome to Open WSGI. This is Maria in for U-Turn Laverne on 1 Street Over. Please continue to keep Miss U-Turn and her family in your prayers as her mother passed away 1 week ago today. The funeral was yesterday. I know some people had texted last night and asked when the funeral would be. It was actually yesterday. So yes, please continue to keep them all in your prayers during this very difficult time. Okay, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for a new year. Thank you for giving each and every one of us a breath to breathe. We know you have a purpose for everyone, and we are just so grateful, so thankful. Thank you for WSGI and for our guests this week. We ask for your hand to be upon all of these shows. Take them where you want them to go. We love you. We praise you. We surrender to you. We need you. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen.
Amen.
All right. Well, I am excited because we do have a first-time guest, and that is always awesome because people get to meet somebody new. And so today we have Gary Bull in from SOS for the students. And what a great way to start the new year, with this. And so for those people out there who have never met you, I know that you're from White House.
That's correct.
And I think you went to Bible college, didn't you?
I did.
You did. All right. So can you give just an introduction so that people can just first off, before we hear about your organization, just to hear about you?
All righty. Well, I have actually been working for Centos I worked for them for about 25 years, and then thought if I needed to do anything else before I retired, I went to work with a company called PacVan. We leased and sold modular buildings, storage containers, and that type of thing. And retired about 3.5 years ago. My wife and I have been married for 46 years now.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And we have 3 children and 9 grand boys.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
you got yourself a baseball team.
I'm telling you, we do. And if we just had one that just turned 1, and if that would have been a girl, oh my goodness sakes, but we did get our baseball team.
Oh goodness. That's awesome. Are they all local?
No, well, they all except for the newest one, and that's in the Fort Worth area of Texas.
Oh, okay. But everybody else is local. Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, we're excited.
All right. So so you retired.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the Lord put this on you?
Well, I tell you, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do in retirement, and I was looking at the country and thinking, this country, I don't understand it. I hear things almost on a weekly, sometimes daily basis that I just scratch my head and go, I don't understand this. I don't understand where we are and what's happening and so forth. So, we could talk for hours about some of the things that I went down and did. But a friend of mine told me about this opportunity called Release Time Bible Education. And at that point, I thought he was just absolutely crazy. I thought he'd lost his mind. But
so for those people that don't know what Release Time Bible Education is, what is it?
Well, it is a little known fact that in 1952, the U.S. Supreme Court said that they allowed release time Bible education, and it could happen in the middle of the school day, not before, after, but in the middle of the school day. And there have to be 3 things that are stipulations of that. And they are that the students must be off school campus when it's done, must be privately funded, and they must have parental permission. So that is exciting. And I heard about that, and I thought, there's no way. What about the separation of church and state and the things that people always talk about? And it's just not the case. And then I studied about it a little more and found out that in 2019, our state legislature here in Tennessee, they passed the very best release time Bible education bill in the nation, and it was
Really?
signed into law by Governor Lee.
Now, when was that?
That was 2019.
Oh,
And in 2020, it went into effect in the public schools. So every school district in the state of Tennessee, this applies to.
wow. All right. So now your organization, I heard, is actually going to be starting one pretty soon here, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We're excited about that. I found out about this 18 months ago, and so we have put together a team, a board. We're called SOS for the Students. And would you happen to know what SOS stands for? No, no. Well, actually, it stands for nothing. SOS is a distress call. Started in 1906 through ships and that type of thing, and it has grown into really any kind of distress call, even logs on a deserted beach, if you know that movie. So SOS. And we believe that our students, that our children, they're crying out in distress right now. And so that's what the SOS is about. And for the students, we exist as an organization to help answer their call for distress.
Wow. That is awesome. I love that. All right. And so this is going to be the first time that you do it. Is it going to be this year?
That
In
is
Tennessee?
correct.
Okay.
Yes. Well, not in Tennessee. It's the first time we're doing it here locally.
Oh,
There are. It's growing almost daily anymore,
praise
but
the
there are about 18 or 19 school districts in Tennessee that are already doing this.
oh, wow.
But in Middle Tennessee, the closest that we have are two good friends. They've become good friends since we've gotten into this, Edward and Corinne Gonzalez. They started last school year. They started in Humphrey County, and this school year they grew also into Dixon County. So that is the closest to here. But we're starting in Sumner County in H.B. Williams Elementary on January 16th. So just about 2 weeks from now. So we are excited. 18 months working, causing this to happen. We are a 501c3 Tennessee nonprofit charity corporation. And we are excited. We're just thrilled to death about what's going on.
So now you're going to be in White House. Is that the area?
That is
where-
correct.
Where the kids are going to be going. So if there's parents out there that say, "Hey, I want my kids to go to this. I want what's the procedure for that?"
Well, that's great. As we're talking, I'll probably say this a bunch because people need to know where to go and find out about this. It's sosforthestudents.org. sosforthestudents.org. And in the top right hand of our website, they can click on partnering with us. And then from that, they will see sign up your child. And it's actually a two-step. The first step is they fill out and they register with us, giving us permission and so forth. And then the second step is to print off from our website a release form, a permission slip for them to fill out. It's just a short one that they would then need to take to their school and give that to the school office. And that gives us permission to actually do this with the schools.
Okay, so the website is sosforthestudents.org. Okay.
Correct.
I started to put in .com and it wasn't coming up. So, so .org or .net, right? It looks like they both are working.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, great. That's good to know. For all of you that were trying the .com, it is .org. So it's SOS for, spelled out, FOR, the students.org. And okay, great. So you got all the frequently asked questions and everything up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, teaching biblical character. So that's what I also wanted to find out. Like, how long does this go, and what is covered in the curriculum?
Right. Well, our curriculum, we actually have partnered with an organization called Bible to School. They are out of Pennsylvania. This release time Bible education is new to the Bible Belt. You would think that it would have started here, right?
Right.
But no, it's been going on in Pennsylvania for the last 40 years. And so Bible to School has been going on that long. So they have a curriculum. We're looking at maybe writing our own curriculum at some point, but that's what we're going to do starting out.
Okay, so you're using their curriculum for right now.
That is correct.
All right.
Yeah, it's this has been going on all over the country for in California. It's been going on since 1943.
Wow.
Isn't that something? In fact, the Gonzaleses that I talked about that are in Humphrey County, they came from California, and the reason that they're doing it is because they were doing it in California. They came here and they said, "Hey, we're in the buckle of the Bible Belt, and this isn't happening here. Why is it not happening here?" And so they started it.
Wow, very interesting. All right, well, it is already quarter after, which means we do need to do a sponsor break. So, one more time, this is Lee Marie filling in for U-Turn Laverne, and I will be here also tomorrow. And then also remember, tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I do my Go Show, which is your source for information, inspiration, and always some dates to add to your calendar. So make sure that you also tune in tomorrow for One Street Over at 7, and then at 8 o'clock, the Go Show. Also, that's right, this Friday is the first Friday of the month, which means special edition Go Show. And that means Wild Doc will be here. So, if you are suffering from something that you've been going and getting lots of tests and the doctors can't figure out what is going on, well, you know what? You need to see Wild Doc because, like, for instance, my husband, he had a cough for over 2 months. It was probably about 3 months. And I finally called Wild Doc and I said, what is going on? He's like, get down here. We went down there. He got an adjustment and he gave him a tincture. And in 48 hours, he never coughed again. So, tune into Wild Doc. You can put questions. You can send me questions ahead of time because he will cover stuff. So that is this Friday. Wild Doc will be on from 8 to 9 because it is the first Friday of the month. But right now, let's hear from one of our sponsors of One Street Over. And that would be, let's start with Barry and Rebecca Richards.
Barry and Rebecca Richards are with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. Now, what does that mean for you? That means you got a great team. It's going to come to the table whether you're buying or selling, or maybe you want to be a mentor. Barry and Rebecca Richards are with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. Now, what does that mean for you? That means you got a great team that's going to come to the table with you whether you're buying or selling, or maybe you want to be mentored, to be a realtor yourself. They would love to Barry and Rebecca Richards are with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. Now, what does that mean for you? That means you got a great team that's going to come to the table with you.
with, all right, Barry and Rebecca Richards with, oh my gosh. Okay, sorry about that. So, for those of you that don't know Barry and Rebecca Richards, they are our local real estate experts. And you can find them very easily online. I'm going to get you their information. I appreciate we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. But just to let you know, if you are buying or selling real estate, either in Tennessee or Kentucky, Barry and Rebecca Richards are just experts in that field. I know a lot of you guys know them from the Bluegrass Festival, which is in Kilgore in Cross Plains, and you know that that is coming in May. I just saw that they did post the date for that, so make sure that you check that out. But they always help sponsor that, as well as they have been a sponsor of One Street Over since Laverne started here. So make sure that you check them out. Again, Rebecca is a senior specialist, and Barry is an expert with marketing. So they can definitely help you out. And I'm getting their contact information right now. You can go to barry.realtor and fill out a form, or you can give them a call. There's a couple phone numbers for them, 615-504-7424. Or you can call 615-672-6729 and get a hold of them and tell them what your real estate needs are. Again, they can buy and sell both in Kentucky and in Tennessee, and they are experts in that field. So give them a call. Make sure you tell them that U-Turn sent you. All right. Okay, we are back in studio now with Gary Bull, and he is with SOS for the Students. And this is a program that, well, apparently a lot of other counties already in Tennessee are doing it, but we aren't doing it in Middle Tennessee. And so they're going to be starting it up right here in Sumner, and then hopefully in Robertson will be soon. All right. We'll have to find out how that is going to happen. But I'm excited to hear, because they actually have a program that is starting in January. So if you missed any part of this broadcast, remember that you can go online and you can watch it on Facebook. WSGI does have a link right on their, not only on their website, but also on their Facebook page. So you can share that. If you say, hey, you know what, I have some friends in Sumner, I'd love for them to get this information, then you can go ahead and share this show, and they can get more information. But right now, let's hear more from Gary Bull with SOS. So we left off with talking about it's going to be starting up in January 19th?
16th.
16th. Okay. And so what is that going to look like? Do you know like what time of day? And
Yes, we have worked out with Dr. Scott Langford, who is the director of schools of Sumner County, and gotten the blessing of the school board also for us to do this pilot beginning at H.B. Williams on January 16th. The way that it will happen is we're excited that we're not even going to be taking them out of even their specials. It's going to happen during their lunch break and recess. So they will bring a sack lunch. We will pick them up in a bus and take them to, it actually is going to be at Christ Worship Center, which is right across the street from Colorado Grill and White House. And then they will, we will be able to teach them the Bible. We're going to be focusing on biblical character. We believe we have 4 pages in our little booklet that we have, and we could have had 24 pages in there talking about the benefits of character, education, and what it does for children, and even religious education, and how that is powerful and for them. So we will have them for about an hour, and then we will return them to school for them to continue with the rest of their day. As it grows, we will just be doing it on 1 day a week to begin with, but we expect it to grow, and other places that are doing this that we have talked about that are doing it across the country, the average is somewhere between 50 to 95% of the students that are in the school are part of this.
Really?
That is correct.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the power of doing it in the middle of the school day. Because you don't have the extracurricular activities. A lot of times parents have difficulty getting them to school early or picking them up late or that type of thing. So we are able to do it right in the middle of the school day by the Supreme Court and Tennessee state law.
Wow. So some of these school districts have the majority of the kids going to this.
Yes.
That is
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I actually saw this. I was up in southern Kentucky, northeast Tennessee. Elgin Foundation is doing that. They're also doing it in Virginia, and I actually witnessed. I was went up there just to see what it was all like, and it was a small rural school, and there were 95% of the students there that day.
That is so cool. So I know you said that the church that is it a church that they're going to?
That is correct.
That's right across from Colorado Grill.
Uh-huh.
And I know y'all know where that is.
We all know that.
Yeah, I mean, when people ask me, what's your favorite restaurant in Robertson County? I just say Colorado Grill. And they're like, well, I don't know if that's Robertson County. I'm like, I don't know, but that's my favorite.
Yeah, it is Robertson County.
That's like the only thing I can definitely get to in White House without looking up instructions. My car will just like go there, on autopilot. But so anyways, it's right across from Colorado Grill. Now, if people want to maybe meet with you or go to the church and meet with some of the instructors ahead of time, do you have like something like that, like an open house or a like time that they can make a tour?
Well, that's a great question. The first thing that we will have is actually on our first day on January 16th. That evening, we will be having a parent question and answer period. I believe it'll start at 7 p.m. that evening at H.B. Williams is where it will be, at the school. And you can go to our website, sosforthestudents.org, and we will have more information about that as we get closer and make those plans definite with the school.
Okay. And is it, and I apologize if you already covered this, but what about other neighboring schools? Is it just HB is the only school right now?
Correct. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we'll be doing that beginning in January through the end of April, maybe the first week of May, but that'll be when we start for this school year. Okay. Then we'll start in August, and we will be doing second grade at H.B. Williams next year.
What grade is it at HB this year?
That's a great question. I should have said that earlier. It's actually third grade.
Oh, okay.
And there's going to be a change. There's a new school that's being built, White House Intermediate School. And so H.B. Williams next school year will actually be pre-K through second grade. And then the intermediate school will be third, fourth, and fifth. So next school year, we will be moving also to the White House Intermediate School because the children that are beginning this year, we don't want to just drop them. We want to be able to continue.
Okay.
So we'll be doing, since it's third grade this year, we'll be doing second grade at H.B. Williams, and then third and fourth is what we're projecting to be doing next year at the intermediate school. And then we'll go into fifth grade probably a year after that.
Okay. All right. So this coming January, you're starting with third graders.
That is correct.
Then
yes.
In August, you're adding second, third, and fourth. I mean, it'll be second, third, and fourth?
Second, third, and fourth. Yeah. Okay. Second at H.B. Williams, and third and fourth. It should be at the new White House Intermediate.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay. So if people are in another school, but they are interested in having you guys do it at their school, is there a process for that?
Well, there is. This is obviously a new thing for us, and we are going to be doing. It's a lot of this is still up in the air because we're still trying to work everything out. But we'll probably do in the neighborhood of 5, 6, 7 schools in the White House area. So it'll be Robertson and Sumner. That is the plan, and that's the kind of what we like about White House, in that we can have both the school systems that'll be part of this program going right there, and it'll be like a microcosm. We'll see how it happens and how we can impact White House. Our purpose is to live and teach biblical character, hope, and love to public school students during the school day. And how we are going to be doing that is actually in 3 ways. One of the ways is right now, and that's just educating the public that this is possible, that this is not just possible, it's legal. And the second thing is for us to begin implementing this in Middle Tennessee, specifically in Sumner and Robertson counties. And then the third part is for us to reach out to others that are interested. And that's really part of what today is about, is saying, hey, we need other people. If you'd like to see this in your school, then as we learn and understand this better and develop our processes even more, then that is our plan. The third part is to go not only into the rest of Sumner and Robertson, but the rest of Tennessee.
That is so awesome. I love that. So if there are parents or even local churches, right? If the church says, hey, we're willing to be one of the locations for you,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Because
yes.
I imagine that is probably a very crucial part of this, is having the location, right?
Well, it is. I mean, that's part of the Supreme Court decision. It can't be at the school grounds. It must be someplace else. It doesn't have to be at a church. I actually saw it at a dance studio. It's going very, very strong up in the Columbus, Ohio area, and I went up there and witnessed it up there too. And I'll tell you what, you see second graders coming off the bus and actually seeing this happen, and that's the thing that we don't have here yet. And that's one of the things we're extremely excited about January 16th, because we'll be able to actually be seeing this locally. But as you see them getting off the bus, and then you hear as they're being taught the Bible, and then praying with the students, and all this happening in the middle of the school day, I mean, it brought tears to my eyes.
Oh, I can imagine. And what a needed, thing. I mean, there's so much, like you said, there's so much craziness in the world. And, a lot of kids don't know that there's right and wrong. They just
Yes.
think, so this is wonderful. I just love this whole idea. Now, if people want to get signed up, and I know you said that they're having an information night the first night. So that makes me think that maybe they could still sign up
Yes.
anytime.
Yes.
Is that?
Yes, I mean, you can sign up anytime at HB Williams, that's for sure. Typically, the way that it grows is the students will actually be telling their classmates about it and saying, hey, come and join me. We're having a great time. And as we see, if you're watching on Facebook, can't see it on the radio, but we have a T-shirt here, and all the children be wearing T-shirts that say SOS for the students, teaching biblical character. And that will be one of the ways that it also helps promote, hey, what are you doing? What's that T-shirt about? And so forth. So
Okay, so all the kids wear the shirt when they go to it?
Yes.
Okay, that's great, because
Yeah.
they're easy to spot in the bright green, right?
right,
Part
exactly.
of security too, right?
Exactly, and the people that are they're volunteering, teachers helpers. We'll have security. We'll have bus driver. And all of them will be wearing shirts like I'm wearing right now. So we'll be able to spot and see one another and make sure that everything is safe and secure.
Awesome. Now I have a question. I know you said it's for public school kids. Do any of the other projects that are going on right now, do any of them have like some homeschoolers that also join along in that, or is that?
Oh, yes. In fact, I would love to, if you are, you have a homeschool, we would love for you to be a part of this. And I think homeschool, they would be great for teachers, for helpers, and so forth. I would like to say that for volunteers, this is a totally volunteer, is the way that we're doing this. And we are not wanting it to be a burden for anyone. We as a Christian community need to come together as one and to help with this. And so what we're looking for is for someone to volunteer for just one day a week. And the way that it's actually happening, as I said, is during the lunch period. So we're talking about 2 or 3 hours one time a week is really what we're talking about to volunteer. Like I said, we don't want to be a burden for anyone, but we do need everyone to pitch in and to help out with this.
And then if homeschool students want to join in,
Yes.
yeah.
Most
Okay.
definitely.
Okay, so
They would need to, of course, they wouldn't have to get the school's permission
Right.
as the public schools do, but they would need to go onto our website and sign up and register with us.
All right. Well, that's great. And I do know I'm a part of a couple homeschool Facebook groups because my family has done a lot of volunteering in that realm. And so, of course, I'm in the Robertson County homeschool group, but I also am in the White House homeschool group. So I will look for your post and I will get that on there
Yes,
so that
please.
those kids can know about that.
Yes, please.
Awesome. Now, if there are people in Robertson County homeschooling, could they still go to your White House one?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
post it there then too.
Yeah, they would. I mean, they would need to transport their children, and
Okay.
But if they need to do, I mean, they could just help out while they're there, and then go back home.
Right, right. So it's just 1 hour. Is that what the instruction is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Typically, the volunteers will get there about an hour before to make sure that everything's set up and ready to go. Pray together, that type of thing, and make sure that we're ready for the children when they arrive.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so you guys bus the kids from the school, but if you are a homeschool student, your parents can bring you right to the location.
Correct. Yes.
And third graders still only this year, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And wow, that is awesome. That's a great little activity, that they can add to their day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, we're excited about that. We believe homeschoolers they could be a real benefit for this, helping this to really grow.
Definitely. Awesome. All right. Well, I can't believe it is 35 after, so I am going to need to talk about our other sponsor, and that is a brand new sponsor that Laverne has, and that is Mr. Perry's Music. And I know that a lot of you have driven by the building because it's right over there by, the fish place, Captain D's. Y'all know where Captain D's is on Memorial Boulevard. So if you look over there on that same side of the street, the little house there is Mr. Perry's Music, and boy, are they doing some fun stuff. Matter of fact, I know some of you got kids that want to be in a band and, they don't know other people. Well, you know what? They can be in a band at Mr. Perry's Music. So what you can do is you can go on their website, which is mrperryspringfield.com. Again, that's mrperryspringfield.com, and you can enroll. There's also, you can also do a free trial. And if they don't have instruments, guess what? They sell them there. So they sell new and used instruments there. And one project they're doing brand new for this school year is a homeschool program. And so that's going to be early in 2024. So if you're interested in that, definitely go on and see. Normally their rehearsals are like around, I think, 5 and 6 at night, but I think the homeschool group is going to be meeting in the day. So make sure you go and check out their website. I know that I went to a concert in the park one day in White House, and Mr. Perry, one of Mr. Perry's bands was opening there. So he is getting them gigs. And so if you've got a kid that's interested in being in a band like that, then go ahead and go on there. Mr. Perry is a seasoned musician. He has over 35 years of experience. He performed with people like Vince Gill and Toby Keith. So he has been in the scene and can definitely help get your kid interested in and plugged into the gig world. So that is Mr. Perry's Music right here in Springfield, Tennessee on Memorial Boulevard. And of course, make sure you tell him that U-Turn sent you. Okay, we're back in the studio with Gary Bull, and he is in White House, lives in White House. And then also the first program for Middle Tennessee is going to be right here in White House starting January 19th?
16th.
16th. 16th. Is that a Monday? Or what
It's
is
a
it?
Tuesday.
A Tuesday. Okay. All right. So Tuesday the 16th, Sweet 16. I'll remember it now. And so if you are going to the school, again, one more time.
H.B. Williams Elementary.
HB. Okay. That's where it's going to be starting. But also if you do have a third grader who is homeschooled, you can drop them off right across the street from Colorado Grill.
That's correct.
And it's going to be every Tuesday at 12?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Or
Actually, we start at 11.
at 11.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's 11 to 12.
Hmm.
Okay, so the kids get picked up right at 11.
Yes,
Okay. And it's going to be right there, and they have plenty of volunteers and security, so there's nothing to worry about there.
that's correct.
And bright green shirts kids will wear so that they're easily identified. And wow, what a great way! And I was thinking about the homeschoolers too, because this is also an opportunity for them to fellowship and have more friends.
Hmm.
And I know that that's one of the concerns with homeschoolers is that because they don't go to a school, they don't have regularly a lot of children around them.
Right.
So this is a great opportunity also to build this little group of believers.
Well, and that's true. I mean, I think that's one of the things that children, they will grow bonds from this.
Mm-hmm.
And then as they grow and they get more of the pressures of drugs and the different things that are going on right now, they will have the group that they can say, no, we're following Jesus. We're not going to follow that other crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right. And that's so important. And, for them just to know that, there are these other options that are better.
yes,
I don't know if you're familiar with the group decisions, choices, and options.
yes.
Ugh, same type of thing. Some kids don't even know that there's other options, because if all of they are hearing is from, some other bad influences, then that's all they're going to think is
That's
true.
right. That's right.
And especially even at home, maybe that is all that they're seeing at home. And that's one thing I like about decision choices and options. They're also doing some outreach to parents and training them so that they can reinforce what the children are learning. So I had a question. So if people are interested, like say, okay, my child does go to that school and I'm interested, but I kind of want to watch and see what's going on. Are the parents able to sit in as well just to kind of see it first or not?
No, not really, because we go through background checks.
Oh,
We
good
go through, I mean, it is a very strict, they have to, any volunteer that volunteers whatsoever has to fill out an application, go through an interview process, go through reference checks, background check, and then they also have to go through a child safety class that they have to pass.
Well, that's good to know. That's very good to know that they can't just let anybody in there.
Right.
So
No.
if you are interested in seeing the inner workings, then you need to be a volunteer, right?
That's right. That's
Get
right.
signed up, and so what are the volunteer requirements if somebody's like, well, I would like to be a volunteer, but how many hours would that be?
Yeah, well, usually it's just going to be about 2 to 3 hours per week is what we're talking about, because we're wanting there to be a lot of volunteers. We're not wanting this to just be a burden for a few. And so the way we're doing it during the middle of the school day and the lunchtime is going to be that 2 3 hour period that we'll be doing it. And we'll be doing it Monday through Friday is really. It'll start off just on Tuesday, but as it grows, we will add another day and another day and another day and so forth. So
So exciting. Now, when you do add those other days, are those different grades, or is it just the same kids are going 5 days?
no, it will be as the third graders, as the parents send their permission slips in, then it'll just be more and more of the third graders.
Okay. So I didn't know if like when you said that if third graders now, next year the fourth graders will be allowed, and so they can stay with it.
Right.
So when you have the different groups, like say you do have the third to the fifth, are they all meeting in together?
Well,
Right now, probably because it's a small group, right?
yes, probably, but I would think that it'll be different.
Eventually,
Yeah.
as a
And really it is, I think it will be different per each school, depending on how, we work it out per each school. We just want to walk alongside them to help build character in our children.
That's awesome. I love that. Now, your background, you did go to Bible college. Are you
did.
one of the teachers at this?
Well, I could be. I'm not, only because I am out doing this type of thing.
Okay.
I am the partner relations director for our board. We have a board of 9, and God has put together some just wonderful people. Beth Bixby is the one that is actually over the curriculum and the teachers, and she taught in public schools for 29 years, actually special education. And so she is excited and fired up, and I think you can tell by my talk that I'm very excited about this.
Definitely.
And we're building an army of people like us that are excited about this and can see that, what are we going to do? How are we going to change our country back to the way that we need our country to be? And the only way to do that is really to get the Bible in the next generation. And that's what this is all about. So to me, this is a grassroots way to actually connect. It is free. I would like to say that. It is free. There is no charge, but there is a cost. So any student that wants to come that has parental permission, it's free for them. But there is a cost. And really, we're needing people to donate to this, we're trying to make it as inexpensive as possible, to be as frugal as we possibly can with this. But the truth is that only 40 people donating $50 a month will perpetually sustain this year after year. And that is just very, very doable. And we need that to happen. We need people to partner with us to do that on a monthly basis. We will take big donations also, one time, but we need those people that will do it continually, because we don't want this just to be in one school. There are 75 plus schools in Robertson and Sumner counties. And so that is a huge undertaking within itself. So we're wanting other groups, like I said, if you want to see it in your school, then please contact us and we will work with you to help you. Maybe you can plug into our 501c3 where you don't have to go through that process. A lot of this is still in the early stages and we're trying to figure it all out, but we're just wanting to help this to grow through Sumner, Robertson County, and then through the rest of Middle Tennessee and the rest of Tennessee.
That is awesome. Wow. What a great opportunity. I know that a lot of you are already involved with other, charities and such, but I know that some of you aren't, and it is the new year. And so this is a great time to, say, hey, refocus yourself, refocus what you're doing. Are you sowing into the kingdom?
Right.
And so this is a perfect way, to affect so many little lives. I'm watching the video right now on your SOS Facebook page of all the kids and, being taught in the class here, this one here. And it's just so awesome. And the kids just look like they are so happy to hear the good news.
Yeah.
They don't get to hear good stuff too much. So this is an opportunity. Wow. So we're asking the community to sign up to be a regular donor. Now I'm looking at your page. I don't even see a big donate button. A lot of 501c3s have a big donate button.
Yeah. If you go to the top right, you'll see where it says partner.
Let's see. Maybe I'm not on the right page. Let's see if I can go to that.
Very top of it.
Nope, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing home, about, sign up, events, frequently asked questions, and about us. So I don't see a big partner button. Maybe I'm on the wrong page.
Okay. Well.
I had to scroll down a little bit. There we go.
Yes.
I scrolled down a little bit and it says, take action to help us grow by becoming an SOS partner. Click here. And so then when you click there, oh my gosh, what a fabulous. There we go. Then the page comes up that says give, volunteer, or pray.
Yes.
And obviously praying is the most important thing that you can be doing for this because, God, we know how effective prayer is and how important prayer is. So first and foremost, y'all can start doing that right away. Be praying for this.
That is correct. We will be having specific prayer times. We have one of our directors is actually a chaplain with us, and she will be leading that. So go on our webpage and find out more about that. Sign up so that we can all pray together about this too.
And on that page, that Partner With Us page, if you scroll down, it says you can voice your family's support. It says complete this form to notify your school district of your support. So that's also something that you could be doing, especially if you're here in Robertson County, right? Because
Yes.
you guys aren't in Robertson County quite yet, but you can fill out something right there that has, it's very easy, very short form, and just submit that. And then you guys do the rest there, huh? Then you
Yes,
can say
that's
hey,
right.
we have this many students.
That's right. Yeah, we have over 500 that have said at this point that, yeah, we want to see this happen here.
That's awesome. Okay, now is that in Robertson and Sumner?
Yes,
combined?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, in White House, you go on one side of the road, it's Sumner, the other side is Robertson. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, that's great. Know that you already have 500 people that are filling that out. So hopefully after today, we'll have even more people clicking on that support it in your school district button. And you can get their email. They have a newsletter that you can stay informed with. Again, their phone number is 615-530-8641.
Right.
615-530-8641. And we are also on Facebook right now. And so if you have any questions, we are here, I think, for another 9 minutes. So if you have any questions for Gary or any comments, you can go ahead and post them on Facebook. We'll be checking that in the next few minutes. And what else are we missing, Gary? What else do we need to tell everybody? Is there anything in particular? Who is going to be the first teacher? Like, is it a group of teachers that do this, or is it
Yes.
Beth? Or
Well, Beth, of course, can teach. We have another one that is set up for the first day, and we will need more teachers, and there will be training for that. And, as we grow from Tuesday to Wednesday, Thursday, and the rest of the week doing this, we will need more and more volunteers.
now, what about corporate sponsors? Do you have any businesses that are wanting to get behind you? The reason why I said that is I looked on Facebook to check our comments, and I saw that Mr. Tom Fox is watching. So I'm going to do a shout out to Tom Fox. He is the owner of our local UPS store.
Oh, okay.
Right here on Memorial, and they do so much, and they're a very good Christian family that
Yes.
that owns that. I
Yes.
don't know if you're familiar with them.
I have. I've been by there. I don't know him
Okay, well,
personally.
they're doing a fantastic job over there, and so I was just thinking, maybe you might need some companies to also partner up with you.
Well, and we are. We're one of the options would be we're going to be buying the T-shirts for all of the students that are going to be involved. So you could, as a corporate sponsor, you could pay 1/8 or 1/4 or 1/2 of that T-shirt order, and then we will put your company logo on the back of that T-shirt. So that will be worn by hundreds of students all over every single week.
That could be quite good for UPS, because did you know that they are going to be also having a UPS in White House, the family?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
I think that's coming later this year, maybe May or something. No, I don't know, Tom. If you're watching, you can put that in comments when your UPS store is coming to White House.
Yeah.
So they could be a good sponsor. No pressure. I'm just throwing out ideas.
Well, we're also going to need buses, and so we're in the process. We have one right now, and we're going to be, of course, needing to buy more. So you could help with that. $5,000 to buy a bus, and we will put signs on our bus that has your logo and information about your company. So that would be another way. Another possibility would be we would love to come into your company and actually talk to your employees and get them to donate monthly. If that's a possibility, we would love for that to happen.
Okay.
And then if the company, let's say that the employee does $25 a month and the company matches that, then we will put them on our website. We will we will be sending out newsletters, and so our corporate sponsors will be on those as we
So
send
you
them
do
out.
like the automatic payroll deduction can be towards your 501c3. Is that what it is?
Well, we'll have to work that out with each company, but yeah, it could
Great
be
idea.
done.
Awesome.
So we would love for that to happen.
Very cool. Excellent. All right. Well, we have about 5 minutes left. So anybody has any more questions or comments, please post them on Facebook. Again, if you missed any part of this broadcast, go onto the WSGI Facebook page or website and go ahead and click on the videos. All of them are posted there. And we've been having some really great guests lately. So I hope that you guys will do that. We've had Sabi Kumar on talking about the new laws that are going into effect, some of the new laws that are going to affect January 1st, and also what's coming in the legislative session. So there's been some real good videos that you can learn about your community, your local community here in Robertson County. And so we would love for you guys to get more involved with that. Shoot us some ideas on other future guests. And what else do you got there?
Well, I've got a note from Doc Kumar.
Okay.
He is very aware of what we're doing. I have met with Doc several times. I consider him a good friend now. And it says here, Gary, we're grateful for your efforts to bringing God's word to our children. God bless Doc.
Oh, that's awesome. Let
Yeah.
me show that online. So I was just talking about Doc Kumar, and there you go. He's already on top of this. He already knows about you guys, and he's already thanking you for your efforts. That is awesome.
Yeah, he has donated to us also. So we are thrilled to have him. William Slater is another that's in Sumner County. I think he's over Trousdale also. He is a professor at Welch College. He is a state legislator, and he is behind what we're doing too. So there's a lot of support. I've told Doc several times, I said, please tell your colleagues thank you, because as I said earlier, they passed the very best release time Bible education bill in the country. We're only asking for the children one time a week, but the law is one time per day. And so they have gone the extra mile as legislatures, and we appreciate that.
Wow, that is awesome. All right.
Yes.
Well, I'm so excited to hear, as you guys are going forward with this. And so I hope that you will, keep in touch, and anytime that you need to, give an update, just shoot us over some information. My normal show is every Wednesday from 8 to 9.
Okay.
And so, if you are, and I'll make sure to mention that January 16th, Sweet 16, as your first day, and also as your first open house, so that people can come by. So even if
Right.
you are not in that, within that school district or whatever, still come by on the 16th.
Yes. Yes.
And meet all these wonderful people who are volunteering to bring the Bible and biblical values, to the children. That is just awesome. You can meet the staff, and
Yeah, they don't have to go, their children don't have to go to H.B. Williams to come that evening. Again, I think it'll be at 7 o'clock on January 16th, and we would love for them to come.
that's going to be at the school.
That'll be at the school,
At the
H.B.
school.
Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 115 South Palmer Chapel
Okay.
in White House.
Okay, so y'all can check out them and you can meet them, and but in the meantime, definitely go on their website and read all about them. Forward on their information. Sign up for their email newsletter so that you can know what's going on. And again, there's so many ways to get involved with them. You can, of course, we want you to start praying right now, but you can consider volunteering or consider donating. There's no pressure. I love how the little boxes say, I will consider volunteering. I will consider donating. So you're not saying like, I'm going to do it. You're just saying you're considering it. Get to know these folks coming out on the 16th to the school and see what they got going. And there's videos. You have a really great website. So it's got so much information on it. So I really recommend
Yes.
you guys go to that. So it's SOS4FOR thestudents.org, and go there and see all about them. So we just have a few minutes left. So is there anything else in the last 3 minutes that you'd like to cover, Gary?
Well, I would just like to point out again that we're going to be really focusing on character, the building blocks, and we know that what's going on with the children right now, that it's really sad when you start looking at everything. The Centers for Disease Control said that 37% of ages 12 to 17 have persistent feelings of hopelessness, and 19% have seriously considered suicide. And also, teen or young adult dies from suicide in this nation every 90 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
And on top of that, 15 to 25 times that number attempt suicide. What that means is every 3.5 to 6 minutes, a teen or young adult in this nation is crying out for help. And that's why SOS for
God
the
bless you guys
students.
for doing that. Wow, I want to see. Can you bring that down over here? Because I'm going to put it closer to the camera so people can get a little view here of. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get that closer. That's a beautiful, and I love how it's got the cross right in the center of it. And these are the T-shirts that the kids are going to be wearing. So your child is going to have this fabulous green shirt on. And so, yeah, this is great. So I can totally understand now, it'd be easy for your kids to, get other of their friends to go, it's like, hey, I want one of those cool green shirts. Where are you going?
That's right. That's right.
So this is great. Just God bless you guys for doing this. I'm so impressed. And it's definitely something that's needed so much.
Lee Marie, we appreciate you allowing us to be here today, and we're just thrilled.
Well, it is a God thing because I wasn't sure who was going to come on today. And I said, Lord, because I'm really trying to let him take the reins, And so I'm just like, be the foreman on this project. Who's going to be the speaker? And there you go. So you were meant to be here. So I'm
yes.
really glad to be able to meet you.
Thank
and
you.
to, that the whole community can meet you, and feel free, everybody, to be sharing this video. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It's the first Wednesday of the month. So it is Veterans Day. So Veterans Day in our studio, not Veterans Day in the world. So our local Robertson County Veterans Office will be here from 7 to 8. And then, of course, at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be doing the Go Show. And I am bringing Pat Samler in, who's one of our favorite guests, to talk about, just some inspiration for the new year. And we hope to have 2 call-in guests tomorrow as well, because we're going to be doing hopefully some more call-in things with some cool people that can't get here in person. So we're going to be trying that out tomorrow. So be praying for us. And of course, on the Go Show, you get some inspiration and information, and you always get dates to add to your calendar because there's so much going on in Robertson County, especially as we get to this first week of the month, and a lot of things going on. So you're going to want to listen to the Go Show tomorrow to get those dates on your calendar. I know January 8th, the Tennessee Firearms Association is having their meeting, even though it is the college football championship. So we'll probably have more ladies at that meeting, which is good because we're going to be going over a lot of self-defense things at the January 8th TFA meeting. And of course, the TFA always meets at the American Legion right there in Greenbrier. So stay tuned tomorrow because we are going to have the veterans here. I'm so glad that all of you could join us today. And thank you, Gary, for coming in from SOS.
Thank you for having us.
Awesome. Y'all have a great day. God bless. You have been listening to 1100 WSGI.